Good morning. We're currently at the bus parking or the bus pickup at SeaWorld. But we're not going to SeaWorld today. We are waiting for the Busch Gardens shuttle bus, which will pick us up. I think it's on its way now. And we're on our way to Busch Gardens today. Here it comes now. So the bus is a free service as long as you have got a ticket to Busch Gardens for the day. Considering that the trip is about 100 kilometres, yeah, definitely the best way of doing it. Unfortunately, you don't get your choice of when you get picked up or when you come back. You've got to deal with the bus. You're pretty much there for the whole day. And we have made it. Busch Gardens. Really looking forward to this. Mainly the big one I'm looking forward to is Iron Gwazi. That is going to be amazing. The bus itself, yeah, totally free as long as you have a ticket for Busch Gardens for this particular day. We have a 2-week pass to the SeaWorld park, so we're fine. Picked us up from SeaWorld at 9 o'clock, and we've been told the park closed at 8 o'clock tonight. We've been told to be back on the bus by 7 o'clock to get us back to Orlando. So yeah, big day. So we've just got in, decided that we're gonna have something to eat first as we didn't really get the chance to have breakfast. We don't know what the crowd's gonna be like today, because although Google Undercover Tourist is telling us it's a lower day, it's a 25-degree day, so it's quite warm. The weather's meant to be nice today, so we don't know what it is. Iron Gwazi is sitting at a 40-minute wait. Okay, so we've just sat down. As I said, we had dining plans. Normally these are $50 for an adult, $25 for kids. We prepaid for them in a Black Friday sale, $30 for an adult. We're here until 7 o'clock. If you eat 2 meals, you're in front. So it includes a main course, a side, which is we're having a cookie, and a drink. And you can have that every 90 minutes. We're certainly not going to do it every 90 minutes. We might do a drink every 90 minutes. But we're going to have lunch here. We're going to have dinner here. That makes it cheaper than buying stuff individually. So yeah, a bit of freedom for the day. Carissa's got the chicken strips, taking the chicken strip salad.
The chicken strips and the mozzarella
sticks.
Yeah.
And what's that, Michelle?
I'm assuming it might be like a cinnamon roll, maybe.
It's big.
Find out.
Lots and lots of alligators in here, and
Sí, pero comen
if you
pajaritos.
really wanted to, you could jump the fence very easily. So that's a coaster that hoping to get Carissa on, but I'm not too fussed if she doesn't want to do it. Cheetah hunt. I think there's three launches throughout the ride, and it is a very long coaster as well. Come here to Penguin Point.
Okay, look at me. Stay there. Next one, please smile. That's cute. That's your friend. Kind of smelly.
All of them are my friends.
So we're going over to a Mad Mouse style ride called Sand Serpent. We know that Carissa loves Mad Mouse style rides. Scooby-Doo at Movie World is basically still her favourite ride. So yeah, get her on that. Get her on the first ride of the day. That should get her in the mood. hoping to get her on cheetah hunt throughout the day. Yeah, let's see how we go. Certainly impressed with some of the theming that they have here. I mean, yeah, it's not Universal or Disney style or quality, but it's good that they're still theming the park. It's something that really a place like Dreamworld doesn't have. So as we come into, I'm not quite sure whereabouts this actually is, but there seems to be a few family style rides in here. Sand Serpent is just over here. Are you excited about this? Yeah?
And then it goes.
Alright, Sand Serpent's going to be our first ride of the day.
As your car comes to a complete stop, gather all...
Okay, Carissa, what did you think of the Sand Serpent?
See that?
She enjoyed it.
You see those thumbs? I don't think we saw them quite well.
Yeah, we saw the thumbs. We come around to Scorpion. Okay, Carissa, what do you reckon of the Scorpion?
There's no right. Listen, if you ride it this way,
Look at that drop.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just my hang time.
oh, it's just this little area here.
Yeah. Rochelle and I have just got on Kumba, which down there. There was a bit of a tight squeeze, which is a bit strange for me here in America. I've been able to get on most rides pretty easily. That one was tight. So yeah, with Kumba, if you're not a fan of a bit of a rough coaster, it's not the coaster for you. Rochelle quite enjoyed it. For me, I spent the whole time trying to stop my ears from banging. It's like a A bit like the old Vekoma type coasters, like the Arkham Asylum / Lethal Weapon at Movie World. Really good thing here at Busch Gardens is that as you're walking through the park, you just come across these zoo exhibits, these orangutans. It's a ranger. So the animal exhibits they have here are really quite impressive. It's not as much as I love going to Gumbai World. The wildlife there is very much local to Australia and something that you can get in a lot of wildlife parks throughout Victoria. What you're seeing here is the kind of stuff you're seeing at the Melbourne Zoo. So, Tigress. We're not sure if we're going to do Tigress today. There's quite a few roller coasters we want to get in, like that one there. That is Shipra, and that is a coaster that we have to make sure we get in today. So that's where we're heading now. One thing we found about Busch Gardens, their locker system seems pretty good. They charge, I think, $2. I haven't really looked into it really deeply. $2 for 2 hours and then 1 hour thereafter. Seems pretty fair. We did go to SeaWorld for a couple of hours yesterday, and we found that although you couldn't take backpacks on the rides with you, when you went on a roller coaster, on the side of the roller coaster as you got on, there were personal item buckets that you can put your stuff in. They don't have those here at Busch Gardens. So things like phones and wallets and stuff like that, you either need to leave with somebody, or you need to put them in a locker, or you need to keep them in your pockets. Which personally, when I'm on a coaster, I do not like to have my phone in my pocket. I'm always worrying about it. So this is probably the best bit of off-ride footage that we're going to see for the day. Do you want to get wet? Well, then go and stand right there. The roller coaster comes down and water splashes up. How wet do you want to get? Here it comes. Shikra, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, you're gonna get wet. No, I don't want to get wet.
Come on!
You ready? I didn't get wet. Yeah. We're on the train that will take you through the Serengeti. We're gonna get off at Nairobi station. So I'll be totally honest, at the moment it's around about 1:30 in the afternoon. We've just checked the app. Iron Gwazi is down at the moment due to weather. Now the weather's fine, it's a beautiful day, it's nice and overcast, but it is a bit windy. So it's got me a little bit worried that we're not going to get Iron Gwazi done today. In my opinion, the idea was we were going to do today and next Sunday here, but due to my little demon daughter, I'm willing to do anything today, really. You know, she's been so good the last couple of weeks. She's been willing to do rides that I've never expected her to do before, like Rock and Roller Coaster, for instance. But since she's got to SeaWorld yesterday and here today, the fact is she can see the rides, she can see the roller coasters, and she's now worried about heights and stuff like that. She's unwilling to do them. So I'm probably thinking that maybe today might be our last day at Busch Gardens, because I don't think it's fair to be dragging a kid around all day doing nothing, just watching you go on rides. That's not the reason that we've come on this trip. This trip is about us, meeting all four of us, not just what I want. So there are other options to us. The other problem that we have at the moment is that it's a Sunday, it's a nice day, the park's pretty busy. Some rides like Shikra, only a 20-minute wait, so that was really, really good. But other rides like Cheetah Hunt, which we want to do next, is sitting at a 70-minute wait.
It was pretty cool seeing Nave run today, right? Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. That's what we love to hear. Nave is an excellent ambassador for her species, and what we want to do while we're out here is just get you guys to fall a little bit more in love with cheetahs and realize that they are amazing.
Pretty cute. We're looking to just have a bit of a snack now and have a drink for our dining plan. So we're over just opposite Cheetah Hunt, and we're going to go into Oasis Pizza and see what's in here. So we have some good news. Iron Gwazi is reopened. A little bit nervous. A little bit nervous at the moment, but this is the ride I was most looking forward to on this trip. This is, my understanding, the ultimate of coasters at the moment. So yeah, this is going to be amazing. Busch Gardens Mardi Gras is on at the moment.
3:45, right? That's the next round.
Yes, 3:45.
Hey guys, what do we think?
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. Best coaster ever. Nothing will beat that. But yeah, that was absolutely incredible. As soon as we were towards the back on both of the rides, as soon as you go over that hill, it's got you. You don't know where you're going. The amount of air time you have is absolutely incredible. And it's just so fast. It is, from the time that you drop to the time that it finishes, it is just pure enjoyment. But yeah, my trip is now complete. Now I've been able to do Iron Gwazi. I've done it twice. That was just absolutely amazing. We'll just film this going up. Some very, very lucky people. And then those poor people at the back, they're just going to get whipped over. So we're in the Australian part So kangaroos over there, walkabout way. Trying to say that in the most Aussie accent I can do. Kookaburra aviary. Now, kookaburras are something that when I was growing up living in the Dandenongs, we used to get all the time. Don't see them as much anymore. Alright, don't know what's scarier. This, or Iron Gwazi. Yeah, it's definitely rougher.
It's not Grover though, so.
Do you want to go? You want to go on it? Am I going on it with you? Okay, we're in the Sesame Street Kids part at the moment. We just did the Grover. I think it's what is it called? Air Grover coaster. An alright little kids coaster, but very quick as they normally are. But everything else in here is really for kids a lot younger than her. We've found, since we've been in Orlando, places like Universal and Disney are so good for family-like rides. So for kids like Carissa, who's about to turn 9, she's pretty much been able to go on everything. And most of the roller coasters are inside, so she hasn't been able to look at them and get a fear of coasters by looking at them. She's just gone on them. But as soon as you come to a park like Six Flags Magic Mountain or here at Busch Gardens, there's nothing in between. It's either really little kid stuff in the kids section, or you've got big coasters. There's just not enough family type rides here, in my opinion. But that's one of the only big negatives. The other negative is that operations are, to be honest, are a little bit slow. We found that Iron Gwazi, if they could have got riders on and off a bit faster, that line would have been a lot shorter, but it seemed to take a long time to offload a train and load on another train. Yeah.
If they could, they'd have their wings clipped instead of. See how they got all the little tags on their legs? That's how they can tell which wing was which one. They've all got a little book somewhere.
Okay, it's just gone 5 o'clock. What we're trying to get done, we have got a child swap pass for cheetah hunt. So Carissa and I are heading over to Sand Serpent, which is the first ride that we did, the Mad Mouse style ride. That's sitting at around about a 30-minute to 40-minute wait at the moment. Sean and Rochelle are going to do the first ride on cheetah hunt. Then we're going to swap over. Yeah, get that done, and then we're going to go and quickly get some dinner. We've got to be back on the bus at 7 o'clock. Hopefully we can get that done. This is a few weeks after Busch Gardens. Getting home, doing all the editing, getting onto Busch Gardens, and realising that I have not put an ending or a conclusion to the Busch Gardens vlog. We didn't end up going back for a second trip to Busch Gardens. As I said during the vlog, it wasn't really that friendly to, say, a child of about 8, 9 or 10 who doesn't like really big thrill rides. So I didn't think it was that fair on her to get her to walk around a very big park all day again and not go on any rides. So decided just to make it the one-day park, which was fine. There was one coaster there that didn't have the opportunity to do, and that was Montu. That was one that I really wanted to do, but with wait times, and we just ran out of time in the end. The most important thing to me was getting Iron Gwazi done, and I was able to do that twice, so that's one off the bucket list for me. The dining plan, definitely worth it for us because we got ours, as I mentioned, in a flash sale on Black Friday, and in the Black Friday sales. So we only paid $30. Well worth it. We had lunch and we had dinner and we had a snack in between, and that's all we had for the entire day. So we didn't eat when we got home, we didn't have breakfast or anything like that. So $30 per person was amazing. Even at $50 per person, it's probably worth it, to be honest. Especially if you're bigger eaters. We're not massive eaters, but if you're big eaters and you're going to do 3 or 4 meals, by all means, it's well worth it. How would I rate Busch Gardens? Very, very highly. There's many things to do there. It's not just rides. The wildlife part of it was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Sometimes when you go to theme parks which have wildlife included, it's normally in one specific part. This wasn't. This was all around the park. So when you were walking towards Shikra, all of a sudden you've got orangutans there. One of the things I really liked about Busch Gardens was the ticketing. So because it's run by the same group as the SeaWorld parks in Orlando, we got I think it was a 4-park pass. Unfortunately, the water park at Busch Gardens was not open during January, but the 4-park pass included for us Busch Gardens, Aquatica in Orlando, and SeaWorld in Orlando. Those 4 parks we again got in a flash sale, and I think it cost us about 190 American dollars, and that was for unlimited entry into all those parks with free parking included. Yeah, for 2 weeks. So it gave us a bit of freedom and convenience that we could go to those parks whenever we wanted. So for instance, the second time that we were meant to be going to Busch Gardens, which was I think our second last day in Orlando, we just went to Aquatica, and we just had it was a 26-degree day that day. It was a beautiful day, and we just had a day out at Aquatica. So we got to change our plans and we were able to go to another one of the SeaWorld parks. Certainly hope that everybody is enjoying our vlog series of America. There's still a couple of vlogs to come, so please like and subscribe, and keep an eye out. The next vlog will be of Universal Studios Florida, and then the one after that will be of Tokyo Disneyland and Tokyo Disney Sea. But yeah, I hope everybody's enjoyed them, and there's a couple more to come, so stay tuned.